We're back.
And there's hockey.
Can you believe it? The Lightning are actually playing a game, and there's announcers calling out the game. It's our guys, too. It's not some, the stream, whatever we're watching. It's our guys. It's not like the NBC guys that mispronounce the names that don't know who they're talking about. So, anyway, we decided to share our reaction to seeing our boys in blue play again. Well, I guess they're in white tonight. So, anyway, first period. Oh, yeah, we have new guys. Who are they again? I see 24, Bogosian. Oh, yeah, I saw him. Damn, he's big. Bogosian's a big boy. Number 20, Coleman, smooth operator. I'm just kind of gaining my first impressions all over again as some of these new guys on the roster that we haven't seen the full year. We picked them up kind of late in the season. Coleman, he looks nice and smooth. I like him. My observation, we were looking for veterans for the playoffs. This is a good pickup. This guy looks good out here in this first exhibition game. Smooth as can be. Number 19, Goodrow. I need to see more. Honestly, that's the note I wrote. How cool is that plexiglass, the panel that says Go Bolts all over it? And people signed it, I guess.
Yeah, the fans and the season ticket holders signed it.
That is so cool. Yeah. I immediately turned to Allie here and said, we need to move to Tampa.
They don't drive golf carts in Tampa.
True, but if I have a chance to work 100% remote, COVID-19, I'm working remote now. You can see my collar, I have to look good and all that. But if I can work 100% remote, it's very tempting to stop being distant thunder and become a local. No Stamkos or Hedman, so they're hurt. Okay.
No.
Which means they're saving him for the playoffs.
Hedman isn't hurt. He had a personal matter. He'll be there Friday.
Okay, so
Stamkos was injured, but he's there, so he's going to be fine.
Let's hope he's not made of glass when it counts. Vasi, saving our asses again. Especially early first period, he stopped a number of shots, and it was all on him, really. The shots are getting through. And it's too bad. I know the Lightning have worked all season to limit the number of shots. There wasn't a disparity. I think the end of the period, I don't know, it was like 9-9, 9-8, something like that. So not too bad, but I would like to see our guys stop more shots. Cooper chewing gum, so that tells me all is well. All's good there. McDonough's back. Yeah, he's been out a while, so I see him healed up, and our guys calling the game were talking about how good he looks skating, so I was happy to hear that. Sergachev. Somebody forgot to tell him this is an exhibition scrimmage because he is just playing fantastic. Great D as usual, gritty, physical play. Even on the offensive end, he's over there grinding somebody on the board. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite him in these exhibition games. Rocco, a little slow in that shorthanded breakaway from what I've seen. Did he still make a great play? Of course he did. He almost helped Doc Talk with
Killer,
score right there. But good D play by Florida prevented it. So hopefully he, gets into his form soon. And then we saw Brian Boyle skate by.
My number one.
I know, sad face. And, for a big boy like Boyle that everyone loves, I'm hoping Big Bogosian can fill those shoes just a little bit size-wise. But it was nice to see him again.
He's no Brian Boyle.
Yep. And Paquette on the blue line starting trouble. Again, notice he was mouthing off at somebody. So he's doing his thing. Gord, saw him out there, and I don't really have much to say about his gameplay. He just kind of skated around. I didn't really see him do much. I just hope he practiced shooting on an empty net a lot. How about this new triplets line? Scored. They got the first goal, and they ended up getting the second goal, too. Point, of course, Brayden Point. And people got mad at me for getting his jersey, but I picked correctly. And time for a new Christmas sweater picture, I think. I'm sorry, Johnson, but you're probably going to Seattle, buddy. So we can have a new Christmas sweater.
That's where he's from.
Exactly. So. Yeah, you can go back home. One comment on the crowd noise I noticed. The near misses, or when shots go on net, I noticed there's no oh, or ooh. There's none of that reaction noises. So I don't know if it's something they might improve when the real playoffs start.
I don't know. I like it just as it is. It's just enough white noise that you're not like all we're hearing is scraping skates. I like it. I think if you try to do too much with it, it's going to sound fake. Just leave it. I love it.
Now, they need somebody on the ooh and ah button is my vote. All right, the other thing I heard the announcer say is that the Lightning organization put digital picture frames of the players' families in their locker room so each of them can see their family members and well-wishers. I thought that was so cool. How can we possibly lose, really? This organization, just every time I learn something new about it, just sounds so great. Pat Maroon, he was out there, another big boy, I guess, between Maroon and Bogosian. We have some size out there. It was good to see him again. And Kucherov, I mean, he is just magical. I kind of forgot, right? We've had a lot of time off. I watched this exhibition game. First period, Kucherov's out there just making beautiful passes, great stick handling. So that's fun to see. And then toward the end of the period, again, the new triplets line with Brayden Point scores again. And I heard the announcers talking about his new hips.
Wait, who's the new triplet line?
Brayden Point, Kucherov, and Palat.
Oh, okay.
So it used to be Johnson instead of Point, but now it's the Point man. And Shattenkirk made a really sweet pass for the assist. I mean, it was wide open. He couldn't miss Point, to be honest with you, but I'm glad he made the pass anyway. Shattenkirk's really good about, I think, having his heads up and looking for those opportunities. So good addition to our team. And so 2-0 us at the end of the first period, and this is exactly what I was hoping to see from our guys coming off a long layoff. It's just get up early with the scoring and just dominate as much as possible. We have a lot to prove, so let's go.
Let's go Bolts.
Okay, second period now. I had to walk the dog, so I came in and got to see a highlight of us scoring again. So we're 1-for-1 on the power play. It was beautiful. I saw the replay. Sergei to Cooch. Sweet, sweet passing to set up the one-timer from the face-off circle, the Kucherov special, opposite side of where Stamkos likes. These poor goalies, really. I mean, once Stamkos is back, if we keep playing like we are, and the other teams look like the Panthers in these playoffs, it's going to be a fun series for Lightning fans. Mm-hmm. So then, who scores next? Anybody's guess? Who on our roster? Our roster for these games that we don't normally have could have scored.
Luke Shen,
the human eraser, puts it in for goal number 4. Should I feel bad for the Panthers? Nah. Mm-mm. So, also, how about these camera angles? I didn't comment on that in the first period, but we've watched a couple of exhibition games now, and they are so cool. I hope the NHL figures out a way to keep these camera angles, because actually I find watching the game a lot more enjoyable now. Hockey is one of those sports, and you've probably felt this way. I know I've heard it from other people, and I feel the same way. It's better to be watched live. It just doesn't translate well to a television sport. Yeah, but now with these
new camera angles, it is so much easier to follow the puck. I mean, it looks amazing.
And that's what I think, too. It's easier to follow the puck and the play. Sometimes the cameraman is doing a good job of following the play and the players. Sometimes they're totally lost. They don't know where the puck is. I'm finding these new angles are capturing both elements so nicely. I feel like I can see where the players are. I can see where the puck is and the puck isn't. And I can see the plays kind of develop. There's some really cool shots that are on the move, kind of following the movement of the play, like around the back corner of the rink. It's really cool, and I'm liking it. The one other thing I want to comment, though, is the ice is looking pretty carved up.
Yeah, even after the first game yesterday, the Penguins versus the Gritty's team there.
The Flyers.
Even the Flyers that won, they said the ice was really bad. So they said it wasn't so bad for their team, but they felt really bad for the next game that was going to play. I've read about it. Toronto says they're having an unusually hot summer, and it's just they're not used to keeping ice through the summer. So it's 3 games being played on the same ice.
Yeah, you have lots of games nearly back-to-back on some days.
Yeah, they're complaining about the humidity out, which, it seems so foolish to us because being Tampa Bay Lightning fans, it's obviously hot in Tampa. But then again, too, in the months that they're playing, it's not scorching. So it is now, the end of July, beginning of August. So
that being said, though, I mean, these guys probably grew up playing on ponds, and pond ice is the worst ice imaginable. Ruts, bumps, and everything else. So I imagine they'll roll with it, but it probably will create some unpredictability with puck movement, right? The puck could skip and jump off little ruts on the ice. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that. Our guys seem to have magnets on their blades right now and are picking up all the pucks. So I'm not so concerned about our team. Maybe it becomes an advantage for us.
I don't know. Do people usually complain about Tampa's ice?
I don't think I've heard Tampa's ice, but I have heard complaints with the Panthers ice, I think, and maybe one other team. I don't know, it was Arizona. So I have heard people complain, but I can't recall Tampa. Okay,
well,
let's see what the third period holds.
I'm exhausted.
Okay. You're exhausted? So we're rolling into the third period, and will Joel Quenneville and the Florida Panthers, the Swamp Cats, make some type of comeback and try to break this shutout? So, first thing I see is Stillman on the Panthers seems to want to fight Gord. I wouldn't do that because I have yet to see Gord lose a fight.
Nope.
And he throws fast and hard. And Tyjo, look out, has a breakaway chance. And the Seattle fans get a look at their future pick, their expansion draft pick.
Kraken.
Yeah, the Kraken. That's a good name. And then the big fight. Boyle and Sergey fight. So apparently some grudge from prior match. I don't blame. Boyle's,
God, it had to be a long time ago since we haven't been playing.
But Boyle's always, he remembers, and he's always looking for someone to scrap with. It seemed to me they traded evenly. I didn't think any one of them dominated. Boyle's just huge, right?
Yeah, he's so tall.
He's got these long arm reach. So for him, it's just like, it's playing around. But I thought Sergey did a good job of sticking up for himself, and both of them, stuck up for their team. I always like Boyle's trademark smirk when he's fighting. He's got that little smile, that whatever. But somehow the Panthers got a power play out of it. I don't know. But and then the refs give the Panthers a 5-on-3, trying to help them out. All right. Some kind of incidental contact to the face for Killorn, whatever. And the Panthers' power play looked good, by the way. Joel Quenneville's fingerprint on the team is really being seen because even the first period, we look back, if they showed on some highlights video, the Panthers' power play, they had some sneaky plays, really good puck movement, and I really thought they were going to score. But of course, we have Vasilevskiy in net, so that didn't happen. But even the third period when they had the power play, they had good puck movement. But I do think our boys stepped up in the third period more than the first and made it really hard for them to get an open man to shoot the puck. So we ended up killing it, which is great for us. The ref thought about calling a trip at some point when Gord went down, but then he looked at the scoreboard and decided to let the play continue. And then the new triplets line, yet again. Kucherov from the faceoff circle makes it 5-zip. Another beautiful play. This is Kucherov from like 2 seasons ago when we were in the playoffs and Stamkos was hurt and he had to step up and start scoring. I mean, he remembered and he delivered.
Maybe he's getting over whatever his problem is, his bad attitude problem.
Well, that's on defense, and I didn't notice him lapse on defense, but I don't think that opportunity existed to show any defects for him. So anyway, he played great tonight. No complaints from me. But this new triplets line is magic. Vasi then makes a third breakaway save. We're trying to help the other team, giving them breakaways, but Vasilevskiy, man, really tough to score on. At the end of the game, the camera moved to Joel Quenneville, and to me, it looked like his Rolaids stopped working.
Oh, poor guy.
Okay. And anyway, so next game looking forward to is Monday against the Capitals. 4 p.m. Monday Eastern time, and that's going to be a really big test for our boys.
Yeah.
Because the Capitals are really darn good. So we'll have to see how that works out.
Yeah, it's going to be different than an exhibition game, that's for sure.
And who's the Capitals goon again? What's that dude?
Wilson?
Wilson, that's right. So I'm curious, Sergei fought Boyle. I imagine, what does he call himself? Drago, okay, is probably itching to punch somebody in the face. And I'm curious, does it go down? On Monday, we shall see. All right, guys, great game for the Lightning. 5-zip. I mean, how much better can it get? I'm super excited now for these playoffs.
And I'm exhausted.
Take care.